Hi Paul, so just looking at the swings from yesterday at Woodley. So as we look at yourself here on the third, which was the one that went left there, so as we wind this up to the top of the golf swing here, so the first movement's nice, the takeaway's great, we get it moving nicely up the plane, nice in a right, really strong position at the top of the golf swing here, but the issue then comes where this club comes on the way down here. At the moment it comes over the top there, gets quite steep into the ball there, so it gets outside the line of your hands there, and therefore outside the line of the ball. So naturally comes across that on the way down there. So very difficult to get that working naturally through the ball there. So we obviously then talked a little bit about the head movement as well. So when we look at yourself from the front here, if we popped a circle on your head here initially, or a square here, so as we wind it up to the top here, great movement back, really solid movement back this way. But into downswing, got a big sway forward, a big movement off it, so very difficult to get that club squaring up all the time, and very easy for those shoulders to lead it. So at the moment the first movement to start the downswing comes almost from your left shoulder turning back here into that downswing. Okay, so therefore it throws the club outside the line here. So when we look at somebody like if we go with let's say Westwood here, so as we wind Westwood up to the top of the golf swing here, put the same circle on his head as he gets to the top there, similar wind up to yourself, but into the back swing here, so we've got the same circle, into the downswing, sorry, his head stays where it is. Okay, so what happens is his hips lead this movement, so his lower half gets led by the slide of his hips. So into that first movement now, can you see the difference in the shape of his body here? So what's happened is his body's got into this kind of shape, so like an inverted C kind of shape, where you see yourself here, it's very straight. So into the downswing, it's easy for Westwood to be on the inside there and get the club working consistently into the ball. But yourself there, very easy to get over the top. Very, very easy to get over the top because of that position. So when we look at that video from down the line again there, so it naturally gets up to the top and comes over rather than dropping under there. So when you look at Westwood down the line there, as he winds up to the top, because he gets that hip shift from before, his club can drop down. He can pull it down, so it's naturally in that position, perfectly on plane, and drops back down into that consistent position there. So you've got to really work on that feeling of the club obviously dropping under, but that kind of shape with your body, trying to get your hips moving it a little bit earlier. So here with an iron, it's the same thing. It's what I was talking about in the course there. With an iron, you get away with it a little bit because you're wanting the swing to bottom out after the ball. So if you hit the ball, then the turf, which is what we want. What we're trying to create is a little bit more of that inverted C shape, so we're trying to keep your head back, get a little bit more of this shape into the ball there, which naturally drops that club on that inside. So you've got to really focus on that movement, really focus on those hips leading it, head staying back, so it drops the club on the inside, on the way back there. But good stuff, mate, well done. We'll see you soon, bud.